What's up viewers, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Karen.
And together with these three, we're going to sell almost everything we own.
And move to the other side of the world.
More specifically, we're moving to... Australia!
In this video, we're going to go through the what we're doing, the how we're going to do it, and the why we're taking this amazing adventure out to Australia.
So the first thing we're going to go through is the what. What's the plan? What are we doing? Is this a crazy idea? You tell us.
So this might be one of the craziest things we've ever thought of doing.
We've had some crazy ideas and we've done some silly things. Not silly things, that's the wrong thing. We've done some big life-changing decisions, but this could be the big one.
But you only live once.
Our plan is to sell everything that we own and move to the southeast suburbs of Melbourne in Victoria, Australia. We're selling our house, cars, all our belongings, taking with us the equivalent of a Luton-sized transit van worth of goods. We did look at Move Cube, and then we also looked at traditional removals and decided to go down the route of traditional removals. Only to take a few bits. I say a few bits, it ended up going from a few bits to a few more bits and then a few more bits. So it's about...
that may have been my idea.
That was definitely your fault. So the slight issue is we don't actually know where we're going to live. We booked an Airbnb for the first month of arriving in Australia. But apart from that, we have no further plans. I say apart from that, we've hired a car for a week. But apart from hiring the car, booking an Airbnb, doing some research on Google, we have no idea where we're going to end up.
But if you can help us, put any ideas of places that we should go to research in the comments. Any help gratefully appreciated.
We don't have jobs to go to.
We also need to find a primary school and a secondary school within a catchment area of a nice suburb in an area that we have enough money to rent and possibly buy.
Exactly. So it's really straightforward. Find a school, primary and secondary, find employment, find an area where we can afford to rent and then later buy, and an area that's safe and family friendly. I mean, straightforward, I guess. Yeah?
Don't forget, we've got to find some cars.
Oh yeah, we've got to buy a car or cars. Maybe just one to start with. I don't think we're going to need 2 cars. We're leaving the UK in the early part of August, flying to Singapore. We're staying in Singapore for about 5 days and then down to Melbourne.
In this next bit, we're going to tell you how this is possible.
How we're achieving this is fairly straightforward in comparison to other people moving to Australia. We're in a privileged position that I have dual citizenship. I was born in Australia. My parents were £10 Poms. They moved to Australia, lived there for 10 years, and that's where I was born. Because I have Australian citizenship, the children were eligible for citizenship as well. That only left us with a visa solution issue.
That'd be for me.
Which we applied for. And when we applied for the partner visa offshore, they told us the wait time was about 10 months, I think, at the time, or the average time was 10 months.
So we were initially told that my visa would take 10 months to get the temporary visa to come through. Once we'd arrived, we could then apply for the permanent visa.
For the permanent part of it, that's right. But what went wrong after we applied?
Everything worked a little bit quicker than what we were imagining.
And it was approved in how long?
About 10 weeks.
Yeah, that was a lot quicker than we expected, which caused a little bit of a problem and accelerated our plan. Now, we could have taken a holiday to Australia to trigger the visa. As you may or may not know, once the visa has been approved, it has to be triggered within 12 months. So we have to enter the country, or Karen has to enter the country. And I believe, as far as we've read, I have to be in the country at the point of us arriving because I'm the sponsor for your visa.
But on top of all this, they didn't just grant me my temporary visa within the 10 weeks. 5 minutes after receiving the temporary visa, we got my PR.
So both visas were granted simultaneously, which is good news.
It's amazing news.
Yeah.
We were totally shocked, weren't ready for it.
So that means we're in a really privileged position, really.
And we're very grateful.
In terms of our route to Australia, because Let me cover something off real quick. It's a couple of days later, and while I was editing this video, I realised I used the term privilege, and it didn't sit really well with me. I don't know why. I feel it gave the impression we were trying to position ourselves above everyone else, which of course is not the case. Maybe fortunate or lucky would have been a better term to use. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that in just now. Let's get back to the video. We have PR for Karen. Me and the kids already have citizenship, but that was the bit that was a little bit, what do we do? How long is it going to take? But the fact that that was granted, that's great news. It just means we need to get a wriggle on, get moving.
Let us tell you why we're moving to Australia.
One of the main reasons for me to move to Australia is the weather in the UK. Now, I know before you say it, we've told you we're moving to Melbourne and everybody's going to get on and say Melbourne weather is terrible. Well, it's all relative, isn't it? It might be terrible in relation to other parts of Australia, but in relation to the UK, it's amazing. It's going to be better than what we have in the UK right now. At the point of filming this, it's mid-July, it's raining, it's grey, and it's not even reaching 20 degrees.
We're currently hiding under a tree.
Yeah, it's raining. Hey, so rain's not a problem. You've got to get used to that if you're going to live in Victoria. But the temperature, it's just been the longest winter ever in the UK, and then topped off by the mildest summer I think I can ever remember. I
think you're being kind,
It's too
calling it the
much.
mildest summer. I don't even think the summer's got started this year.
No, we had 2 days. You remember? We had 2 days. We had a heat wave, 26 and 27 degrees. It lasted 2 days.
That's not summer.
The other reason, and one of the main factors, is 3 young kids. We want a better opportunity for the kids in terms of lifestyle, a good balance of outdoor activities and a good work-life balance. Looking around in the UK at the moment, I can't see a great future at the moment. We've just had a change of government, so let's see what that brings. Can it get any worse? I suppose it can. It could get worse, it could get better. But, we'll try and keep a positive spin on things, and I hope Kia can do something, but it feels like so many things are broken, it isn't going to change in the short term. Certainly not for us, but maybe it'll change in the long term for our kids if we did stay. But we're not staying, we're out of here.
We wanted to make the decision for our family and what's best for us, and one of the things that we think Australia can offer is a far better family time. The activities all seem to be focused towards families, being outdoors, a healthier lifestyle, lose a couple of pounds from lots of walking. In all honesty, the wildlife, the beaches, we're all so excited.
Yeah. So what's next for us right now?
We're going to get on this big fella.
She's the big one. Why not click the subscribe button and see how we get on? This is going to be an exciting ride. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be challenging. Hey, but it might be fun. Come along with us for the journey. See whether we succeed or fail. See whether we manage to land jobs or not. See if we can manage to secure a rental. There's a rental crisis going on. Yeah, come and sit on here.
And we've made it.
We've made it to the airport.
And if you want to see our plane, here it is. And we are going to Singapore.
And then where are we going after Singapore?
And then we're moving to Australia inside Melbourne.
Woohoo!
We're on the line. So we are boarding to the plane now.
Singapore! Yay! Are we going to be able to find a home, a car, find a perfect school for the children? Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, follow us on our journey. Leave a comment below if you're already living the dream.
Yeah, how was it? Was it easy? Was it difficult? Did you make it work? Was it as simple as you thought or more complicated? Let us know in the comments below.